Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Standard Grind. And today, we got here. We have some crazy stuff to do, so let's just jump in and start to brew. So the starting place that I would probably begin with is just the same list that we've been using. Shout out to Selesnial on Twitter on mtga for getting third in the Magic Online Standard Challenge with goblins. And we just take those points and we kind of tweak them a little bit to get to where we are right now. I was testing Impact Tremors last night. It wasn't the greatest. Painter Studio seems really good with this new Stadium Headliner card. 1 mana, 1/1 mobilize. So when you attack, you get a warrior, but at the end step, it gets sacked. And then you can pay 2, sack it, deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control a target creature. Allows you to just dome things. This is your munitions expert now. We have access to a lot of really good removal. Firebrand's really good against the mouse deck. I think we're playing 3 of these. Probably play 3 of these as well. Draconautics is good, but we're going to shave down. We're going to go up on the Seer Slicers. Anything that makes tokens in this deck is what we want. So I guess we go up on the Stadium Headliners as well. And then the other thing that I really wanted to test was Frontline Response, this red-white instant. Frontline Rush, that's what it is. So if we just play like, let's say 2, let's try 3 of them. Then what that lets us do is that lets us change our lands over to Vantages and Verges. We don't have any of those pain lands, I don't think. We do, I just can't see them. Battlefield Forge, there they are. Okay. So yeah, we'll go one Battlefield Forge, 1 Verge. I think the Verge is better, but it doesn't always tap for red, and that's a downside. So let's do 2 Boros, or 2 Battlefield Forges. That's 7 white sources. That should be okay. It's not great, but, you know, if you're just trying to cast 1 card, it's not double white. That should be okay. Then we go to the sideboard. So let's craft that. Now we go to the sideboard. Take out the paw patches. Everything else can pretty much stay the same. We bring in... we could bring in Split Up, but that's double white. I was talking about Elspeth. That's also double white. I really like the idea of having access to Sheltered by Ghost. It's a clean way to kill an opposing Screaming Nemesis. And otherwise, you sometimes just don't have an answer for that. The rest of the sideboard I really like. Not having access to Torch the Tower in the main might be a problem, but I'm thinking with this build, we're kind of just trying to go fast. So, I mean, I really like the idea of it. We could try like 1. So we have 3 Agathas, 3 Sheltered by Ghosts. If we go 2/2, we could go Elspeth. And we could test it. Why not? Let's try 2 Elspeths. Besides that, I really don't think that there's much else that we want. In this deck, I think we're still pretty much mono red. I never did an audio check. I never made sure I was sharing my screen. I am failing all of you. So if we go here, jump back here, boom, say something quick. Audio check works. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I think we can kind of just like play some games. We're not going to play any events because we're testing. But if we just go ranked best of 3 Tarkir Goblins, let the testing begin. Super excited to play Tarkir. Super excited to have new cards. If you enjoy the channel, if you enjoy goblins, if you enjoy just listening to me ramble and be crazy, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel and show that what I'm doing works for you. If not, leave a dislike, leave a comment, tell me what I can do better. Any input helps me. If you're really a fan of the channel and you want to give back, we have memberships now. So if you're interested, 99 cents a month, you get to have stickers and badges on the channel. Just small things that we're starting to do now. Okay, so this hand is bad. One land hands you never keep. This hand's a billion times better, and we'll bottom a 3-drop. I have our white source playing against green, base green. Could be Caretaker's Talent, could be Domain, could be mono green. Okay, Keen-Eyed Curator. This looks like Roots, and they've just drawn their green cards. A 3/3 is very strong. So what I'm going to do is just going to play a Lord, and I'll pass. No blocks. All race. 10 million% race. Okay, they're ramping. They know not what they have done. It's time! 5 rounds. So what we can do is we can go Defaced Gallery, Fanatical Firebrand, Combat Attack. This is a crap ton of damage. You go to 10. Mobilized creature gets sacked. Frontline Rush is looking like it's going to be pretty good here. Okay, they play another good blocker. Probably play it in another good blocker. Are they going to crew and get aggressive? They're going to swing at me for 8. Just swing at me for 5 and then ramp. Okay. It'll be 6 once the land enters. And now we get to do something extremely dumb. We'll play this Stadium Headliner. We'll go to combat. Attack with everything. They go to block. I'm going to pump up my Headliner. Okay. We may have found a new Monstrous Rage. Better Monstrous Rage. I mean, that feels pretty damn good. That feels pretty damn good. Okay, so against mono green, Obliterating Bolt's good because 4 toughness is usually what they got. Sheltered by Ghosts, also a really good catch-all. I feel like we're not really going to be attacking like as much. Firebrand's good for killing. Lanny E exclusively. Headliner is decent at tagging other things. Draconomics Engineer is decent because we're going to be grinding. It's a little bit slow, though. I think we want to be going as fast as possible. The Lord is also a little bit slow. And trim A Cranko. Just bringing in a lot of like high caliber removal because we know that on the play they're going to be a real threat. And that our game plan usually just is not going to work in the face of massive dinosaurs. They also didn't have a turn 1 land else, which was huge. I think we're at 6 there if they have a turn 1 land E. Definitely going to mulligan because, again, 1 land hands are no keeps. This hand is a little bit slow. We'll try it for testing purposes. We're on the draw. Never didn't have it. Curator's good. I can just play my Lord. This curve is ridiculous now. Swinging for 2. 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 . 2 Okay. They fight. I mean, they bite, my lord. Very small difference. Bite is when one creature deals damage equal to its power to the other one. Fight is when they both deal damage equal to the power to each other. Which is, it kind of makes sense, but see, look. Another bite. As is, you can kind of just like kill this thing. Kind of just want to kill this thing. We could get the Howl Squad down for next turn. But that's going to start like getting so big, and then this Obliterating Bolt's basically not going to do anything for the rest of the game. Also, if they don't have a creature in play, they can't really bite. Surrak's good. See, I'm glad I got the thing killed before they got a Surrak down and got an extra card out of it. Play a Howl Squad. The creature's going to die, but that's fine. Pass it over. This is an instant? Okay, thank God. If that was an instant, I'd be very, very, very concerned. Another 2-mana 3/3. They can give something trample. Okay, so it's going to be a 5/3 trampler coming in. No blocks. We're big chilling. Nothing really going on here. Nothing to see here. Next to combat. This one attacks. This one taps. They start drawing cards. No blocks. Ooh, baby. Goblin. So I can go... This is mana neutral. Make red. Play the Howl Squad heavy. Just cuz. Is this enough? This is 4, 7, 8 power plus another 7 goblins is 16. They block 1. They block 2. So they'd be taking 14, and then I die on the backswing. And now I feel good. Maybe I shouldn't say that I feel good, but I feel good. Just pass. Okay. That's interesting. Get 1 point through, so these are max speed, so I can have mana for next turn. Yeah, I'll put 3 in front of it. Snakeskin Veil's a thing. Yeah. I think we can afford to overblock just to take 1 point less damage and to play around Snakeskin Veil. Sure, second Siroc's also, that makes sense. Still can trade with their board. Can't really trade with their board now. In the end step fight. It's crazy because they're drawing so many cards and we're just drawing one a turn and we're still like kind of ridiculously ahead. Fight something? Oh, okay. Playing this pretty smart. I'm not going to play around it this time. Snakeskin Veil? No, okay. Trample over for 1. Enter the counter. Sure. Enter the counter for each creature. Ooh, that's going to be a big trampler next turn. Okay. We have to do something now. They've reached the point where I can't just draw lands. I do understand. We'll just attack. Attack like this. I think that overall, we kind of crushed this matchup. We just probably overextended. And we could have definitely played a little bit tighter for sure. So there's agency to be had in this match. I mean, I really like the front line. The front line rush is really good right now. They're gonna do the thing. Hey, Tim. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Thank you for dropping in. We're playing the new Boros Goblins list with like a subpar mana base, but pretty much everything else is like what I would play. And yeah, we're just jamming some games. Drawing a couple lands this game, but that's how it goes. 3, 4, that is 6. This is 5. 5 plus 2. Trade. And we're going to Nerd Rage Gaming soon, and we're going to be commentating. So if you're interested in commentary, go check out Nerd Rage Gaming on YouTube or Twitch. Tarkir drafts. One decided to go Mardu and then started opening Sultai Mythics. Second one decided to go Sultai and then opened Mardu Mythics. Oh, I think this set really pushes people to go into 5-color piles. Like, honestly, that's how I feel. That was my experience, at least, was when you play 5-color, the deck feels great. When you don't play 5 colors, you wish you were playing 5 colors. Flunt Rhine Rush. That's not going to do it. G opponent, well played. Okay. Then it is sealed, and I got a sick Jeskai deck. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. I think we already did everything that we need to do. Krenko is really good. Dropkick's pretty good because it's a Lord. So that pushes damage. Painter Studio is also really good, but we don't have a lot. Shelter by Ghost is decent. Firebrand. I didn't see any Llanowar either games. So I'm going to cut Firebrand because I'm silly like that. I'm going to bring in Elspeth. Why not? Why not bring in Elspeth, hey? This is the fun game. Let's test it. Yeah, that sounds great. Two, three, four. I have Shelter by Ghost and Obliterating Bolt. Ooh. Smack. Okay. Oh, I should have put Shelter by Ghosts on it. I'm so silly. Because they can't do that specific play if I do that. Okay. And then we drew the land anyways. Baller. Shot caller. 20-inch range on the Impala. Hollow. Alright. Playing the dropkick because it's a free card. Next turn we'll play the Howl Squad Heavy. You watch them with a bunch of bite spells. No, they take the turn off. And then they have a bite spell. Yeah, this looks like a bite spell to me. But if I go land Howl Squad Heavy, I'm in a pretty good spot. Attack, then bite? No, no bite. Interesting. Play this. Play this. I think we take their World Wagon. No. Because if they're playing a creature to tap it, that's really good for my tempo plan. Okay. Big old beater. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it was right to take the World Wagon. If they have a way to give it trample, it could be the problem. Okay. Death trigger. Ooh, that Obliterating Bolt would have been good. I mean, I guess not really. It's a sorcery. So here we go. Headliner. Plus Howl Squad. Go to combat. Suicide my dude. The dude jumps in and then dies. And then the Horde Master triggers. Land's gone. That's fine. Yeah, it's probably the best flip for them because then they can give their thing trample. Very strong. I guess killing the World Wagon was right here. Is that 2-drop? That's insane. This is really bad. Go to 8. Don't have second white, so that's pretty bad, actually. Yeah, this is bad. Headliner because I can sack it to deal damage if I live, which I do not. Swings. Really, the sequencing turn with using the obliterating bolt first instead of using the shelter by ghost first was huge because my lord would have lived for an extra 2 turns, and that would have taxed them on using the removal. So if there's a decision tree to be had here, it's that. I could have played that turn better. 3 puts me at 2-8, so I have to block with the Howl Squad. Ooh, frontline rush would have been hot. So if I act a treason into this, it would instantly die. It's pretty cool. As is they swing, we block with everything, and we die. Okay, we get a death trigger. It's a 1-drop. We can play it. The math is still the same. We have 9 toughness and they have 10 power. 11 when they get buffed. 12 when they play their land. 13 when they ramp. Good game, opponent. No blocks. We'll take it. I want to give them the catharsis of winning through combat damage. That's like a beautiful thing in Magic. Okay. Deep breath. Reset. This list feels good overall. I think they kind of just outraced us, which is an outlier. Not a lot of decks are going to be able to outrace us, besides like the Mice deck and any of the aggro decks. But we're going to have to tune the sideboard and work on the list. That's the point of the standard grind. That's why I love doing this every day. I get to constantly work on the lists. I get to constantly think about what cards are better, What cards are worse? It's my favorite part about Magic is deck building. Goblins is an ever-shifting puzzle. This Draconautics engineer is not going to be fast enough. Frontline rush is pretty hot. Play the Seer Slicer that has to be killed. There's a land. We did it. This is also something that has to be killed. This looks like a black-white pixie. A face-down 2/2. Okay. I'm interested what your 2/2 is. GG, opponent. Okay. Black, white, pixie, A. Barrage is good. Bolt is good. Agatha's is decent if I discard a Krenko, but I don't think that's worth it. Painter Studios is not the greatest because it doesn't give me bodies. Krenko's a little bit expensive, so we can shave one. Draconautics is an example of something too small. Firebrand, I'm just kind of like upgrading with other removal spells. Firebrand is usually there to snipe one toughness creatures, and if your opponent doesn't have a lot of those, you just cut it for better removal. Oh, my back. Oh, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me. We stream every day. We put up shorts every day, so if you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy me rambling, if you just enjoy craziness, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Leave a comment about something that you saw that you didn't like. Leave a dislike if you don't like what I do. I enjoy any interaction because it helps me know about what I can do better for the future. Maybe we can get this match. Maybe. And then after this, we're going to go commentate at the Nerd Rage gaming store in Buffalo Grove. If we draw a white source, this hand is cracked. White source on top. White source on top, please, magic gods. And then they play a Shelter by Ghosts. No. Okay, that was close. What's up? Hey, appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much for saying so. That means the world to me. I try to make things interesting, so I'm glad somebody likes it. What's crazy is I started doing the stuff because I just love talking about goblins, and I always rambled and I always talk too much. And it's really nice to know that there's like a community of people out there who like feel kind of the same way. Like yeah, goblins, right? Cards to suggest following. Cards to add to Squirreled Away, maybe 3 ads. Add to Squirreled Away. What's Squirreled Away? Is that a name of a deck, or is that your commander deck? The Engines is good. I think we just wait to the end step. Flash this in. Squirrel Away Precon. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me see. I'll play my turn and then I'll look. I think we just jam the Howl Squad. If they don't do anything next turn, we can go Lord plus Frontline Rush. We might just win here randomly with that. They kill the Howl Squad, and that's fine. I mean, if they let it make a dude, that's insane. Edict. I mean, sure. You put a counter on your dude, which makes sense. Now they're probably going to use their Shelter by Ghosts. go up in speed. We're tapped out, so we can do this. Go over here, go here, go here. Away, precon. Deck list. So it's based around tapping tokens to make mana, and then you make a token of a token. And if it's a squirrel, you make 2 tokens. Okay, this is the deck list for the main. No blocks. Go back here. Yeah, what I would do is I'd flesh out some of these enchantments and artifacts more. If you're looking for like 3 more cards, I would go like Kindred Banner. Oh, come on. I swear I could type. Banner, mtg. So I'd go like Kindred Banner, or sorry, Banner of Kinship, I guess. I'd play this one, Squirrel Sovereign, Valley Rock Color. Okay, I like both those cards. Play my land. Hold up, I'll jump back to it. Give me 1 second. So we'll play our Lord first. Scroll shifted again. That's all they have? I think they die then. I mean, I'll sack a 1/1. Yeah, that's fine. Sack a 1/1. Got that one too, for sure. Okay, cool. Combat. All attack. Frontline rush. Make this one so much bigger. Put them to 6. Pass it over. I'm trying to keep it as precon as I can. Okay. For sure. You're trying to keep it the same deck. Just add 3 cool cards. I got you. Yeah, give me all those death triggers. Let me F6 for a little while. Precon. Oh, I mean, if you want to keep it like as precon as you can, what color is it? Green, black? This card is probably expensive, but this is a card from a different precon that's really good. Choose creature type. Reveal X creature cards the chosen type, or X the creatures you control of that type. Then put them all into play. I don't know if you're playing all squirrels. But yeah, I would play like cards like, maybe not Primal Surge, but like Genesis Wave. That's a good way to like look at it. You look at like cost reducers, right? You like imagine playing like a Toski for 1 mana. You play like stuff like Urza's Incubator or Semblance Anvil. Okay, this card is very bad. Actually, Herald's Horn is a card that I thought was really good. This might be a card you want to look at. You choose squirrels, and then they cost 1 less. And if the top card of your library is a squirrel in your upkeep, you just get to put it in your hand. I will find better cards. I mean, Roaming Throne, is that a tap? The triggered ability, yeah. So you get to like double trigger your commander with Roaming Throne if you choose squirrel. So that's something. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. Let me see. What can we do here? We can play this. This will give stuff flying. And then we can play this. And this. Which card is that? The Roaming Throne. This is the one that doubles the creature types. You choose squirrels and it doubles your command like ETBs. Oh, you've got for sure. See, you're a fucking legend. You already know what the hell is up. Maybe 3 Tree City if it's not in the mana base, but that's expensive, so don't do that. I'm trying to figure out what else you could have. Well, not timing out. So if you're trying to build squirrels, what's the best? I mean, they got a lot of really. If you're like running a tokens theme, you could play like there's a This card's good, I hear. There's a 4-mana legend. I think it's Yom. It like cares about foods that you make, and you make foods if stuff happened before that one. The artifact that makes spells cost less. Oh, for sure. Yeah, so there's 2 of them. It's Urza's Incubator. Urza's Incubator and Semblance Anvil are the two times that I would recommend. Urza's Incubator make your spells cost less if you choose a creature type, so you choose squirrels. And then Semblance Anvil is very similar. You just exile a card of the chosen type out of your hand. Cancel attacks, no attacks, end the turn. And then you just use that to make your spells cost, I think it's 2 or 3 colorless less of the chosen type, of the exiled card. Hey, what's up? Appreciate you dropping in. First time, just dropped by to say hi. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. Yeah, we stream every day. We do shorts every day. You know what's up. If you know the channel, you know the deal. But it means a lot that you're here and that you said hi. So thank you so much. And yeah, I hope Semblance Anvil and Urza's Incubator are 2 cards that you can play and will make all your squirrels like 1 mana. Because like, can you imagine Toski playing your legend for 2? Like just Golgari for your legend. Oh, poor opponent. I'm just like messing all this up. Okay. Hell yeah. What website was that you're using? So I just Googled, because like I remember the card names. I Googled the cards, but then Moxfield has the deck lists. And I think you can also go to, and I don't want to say I hate using EDH Rec, but like I like to brew, so I don't really look at EDH Rec a lot. But if you don't know the names of the cards and you can't just like Google specific cards like I can, it's really nice to just be able to, I guess we do this one. It's really nice to be able to, Nightmare shocks me, and then I take 5, is that 5? 6? So I get shocked to 9, then I take 6, I go to 3. Wow. Yeah, EDH Rec is a great tool. But I also just like sometimes you can Google a card that you know, and like the algorithm will just recommend other cards to you and it will fill in the gaps for you. Honest Rutskin. I mean, I love Honest Rutskin. That's a great card. That's a great example of a great card. They're swinging out a. Well, I think I just jump this. And then I go chump this. And then as long as they don't have like an Elspeth Smite, I think I just win. Right? Like, yeah. GG, well played. Yeah, so Honest Rustin's really cool. That just made me think of a couple other things you could play. If you're not playing like dedicated squirrels, like I think you are playing like a lot of squirrels, but it's not completely dedicated. Like you're playing like a couple like enabler cards, like Manufacturer, Woe Strider, Forerunners, Witherbloom. So because you're playing all those, you could play you could also play Marionette Apprentice. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, good. It does show the magic one. I was like, I'm sure it's a movie or something. Okay, so Marionette Apprentice. Whenever a creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses life. So it doesn't have the ETB thing, but it has the death. It kind of has the death trigger. It cares about the graveyard in like a very similar way. GG's? Hell yeah. And yeah, so yeah, there's like a bunch of cards like this. Marionette Master. Whenever an artifact you control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, they lose life equal to this card's power. Oh, this is one you should definitely play. You just put the 3 counters on it. I've seen a lot of people like win by like you use like I think it's Hunger of the Pack, which is a 1 mana sorcery. You just get to put 3 counters on a thing if a creature died this turn. Otherwise, it's just 1 counter. So you just go like, here's my Marionette Master, either reanimate it or like just hard cast it with ramp. You put counters on it, and then you just like sack a bunch of treasures. And then when you sack your treasures, you just like drain them for a bunch. Okay, for sure. the Family Matters deck and the Living Energy deck. Yeah, both those decks are so cool. That sounds fucking awesome. So yeah, I hope all this helped. I'm gonna go run over and do coverage at Nerd Rage Game the store. I might be back on later tonight. If not, another stream tomorrow. More shorts tomorrow. Appreciate y'all dropping in. Another episode of the Standard Grind. Till then, I hope y'all have a beautiful day and peace.